YouTube, what's up with it, man? It's your all-time favorite host, Rebuke All Devils, and welcome back to another edition of Rebuke All Devils Radio, 107.7, home of the truth. And man, the last video I showed and shared with y'all is how Donald Trump has been lying, and he's been lying in a major way. That's the crazy part about this, right? And so we're gonna we're gonna we're gonna read this story from Iran. This was put out today, courtesy of CNBC. Iran won't accept U.S. effort at ceasefire in war, state media reports. Now look, this was published Wednesday, March 25th, 2026, 8:51 a.m. Updated a minute ago. Shout out to Dan for bringing us this story. All right. And this is Mojtaba Khamenei visits Hezbollah office in Tehran. This is a file photo back in October 24. But here's what he said. Iran will not accept a ceasefire offer from the United States, Iranian state media reported Wednesday. The Fars news agency, state media outlet, citing what it called an informed source, said there have been increased U.S. efforts to put a ceasefire into effect and begin indirect talks with Iran. Iran does not accept a ceasefire, that informed source told Fars, according to a translation of the news site's Telegram page that reported the interview. Basically, it is not logical to enter into such a process with those who violate the agreement, the source said. Woo! This is breaking news. Please refresh for updates. So there you have it. There you have it. Iran won't accept U.S. efforts at a ceasefire in the war. So if Donald Trump come out here lying, saying that they're making a deal, well, we got it from an Iranian source, and this has been reported on CNBC, that Iran will not accept a U.S. effort at a ceasefire. So is Donald Trump gonna continue negotiating with himself? Is Donald Trump finally gonna tell the truth that there is no ceasefire in the work? Or will Donald Trump continue to lie? Let's see how the markets is going to react today. Matter of fact, let's take a look at the markets right now since we're here. Let's go to the markets. Let's see what the market's looking like. Okay, now look at this. Dow futures jumped 400 points as reports of U.S. peace plan for Iran send oil prices lower. Now, this is how these devils be manipulating the market. We just read where he said it wasn't going to be a ceasefire. So how could that be the case? Here we go right here. They won't accept a U.S. effort ceasefire, but they have to lie because there's no righteousness in them. You see? U.S. peace plan. There is no U.S. peace plan. Iran them said that there is not going to be a ceasefire, but these people just lie to manipulate the markets. So we have oil down by $4.50. Brent is down by $5.13. Everything is in the red. Let's take a look at gold while we're here. And gold is jumping. Okay, gold is up, silver is up, copper, platinum, palladium, everything is up. Let's look at crypto. Everything is in the green when it comes to crypto. Let's look at the US dollar compared to some other companies. Got a strong dollar. The euro is down against the dollar. The dollar is up against the Japanese yen. The Great British pound is down against the dollar. The Australian dollar is down against the dollar. And the US dollar is up against the Canadian maple. So we have a strong dollar right now. So we're going to see how the markets is going to react for the rest of the day if the markets tell the truth about what's really going on. And here's something else that's a trip. I was reading last night that that America was in insolvency or something like that. I believe that's what was being reported, that America is broke And they don't have enough money to pay their debt. And I couldn't believe that, man. I couldn't believe that. Actually, I could, but it was still, you know, it was still kind of crazy. But let me read this. This was a couple of days ago. The Treasury, excuse me, just declared the U.S. insolvent, and the media missed it. That's right. This was 2 days ago. This is from Fortune. This is from Fortune, and it could have been it could be on it could be on Yahoo too. Let's see if it's on Yahoo. Let's see if we can find it on Yahoo. Let's see if we can find that story. Let's see if we can find that. We looking for that story right now. Hold on right quick. Well, I'm getting that for you, man. I really wasn't planning on doing this, but I just thought I'd throw that off in there. You know what I mean? And this is all of this is crazy, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see if we can find that story right quick. Here you go, right here. That was 2 days ago. You see that? You see that? Let's click on that. The Treasury just declared the U.S. insolvent. The media missed it. The U.S. government is insolvent. That's not hyperbole. It's the conclusion drawn directly from the Treasury Department's own consolidated financial statement for fiscal year 2025. Released last week to near total media silence, the numbers 6.06 trillion in total assets against 47.78 trillion in total liabilities as of September 30th, 2025. You see that? I'm not going to read the whole story. Y'all can go over here. But in other words, they broke. They broke. America's broke. The so-called greatest superpower in the world is broke. You can't even make this up. You can't even make this up. YouTube, what do y'all think about this breaking news today? Drop them comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to click on that notification bell. And I would definitely catch y'all on the next episode. Stay safe and shalom.